Alright folks, welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Don Father and I'm about to do a reaction of a video that popped up on my suggestions when I was watching a few videos on YouTube, and I thought, this is going to be good. I am not sure of the artists, obviously I've not heard the song, but I think it's going to be right up my street, and I'm looking forward to checking it out and sharing it with you. It's Struggle, Jennings and Caitlynne Curtis, God, We Need You Now, and it's an acoustic version. I love acoustic songs. I think they just hit straight to the heart, pull straight on the heartstrings a lot of the time. They just hit your very soul. So I think this will be something along the lines of that. The link to the original video will be in the description section below if you want to check it out. If you'd like a personalised video request or shout out, check out our Patreon account, which is in the description section below, or simply join the channel as a member and get your requests through that way. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share, and put the bell on so you don't miss any of our future uploads. And also check out our Rumble channel, which is the Don's channel, and that is all one word. Thank you very much. Anyway then, no more talking. Let's go!
Let's go.
Let's go.
The world getting crazy, baby, chill. Don't medicate, just meditate. You waking up now, well, baby, you hella late. Educate, look at what's going on, let it resonate, accelerate. Find your inner hunger like you never ate. Agenda is to push the hate. Separate and segregate, don't celebrate. Quite yet the storm is coming, cue for heaven's sake. Violence that they demonstrate, instigate and penetrate the values of our country, and our God is what they desecrate. My fighters ain't no featherweight, pulling out the seams of the fabric that they fabricate. They feed us lies, manipulate, intimidate through fear and force, forcing us to sit and wait till we come together, congregate. Then we liberate, praying that you give me strength to find some love amongst the hate. Marching on the streets of blood till I see the golden gate. Troubadour, troubled souls, one of God's servants. Blades out, cut the grass till we see the serpents.
One day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show, it stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
I know the truth is hard to swallow, just digest it. Suspected something's going on, chose to just neglect it. Deflected by some breaking news, oh, we just accept it. Expected just to fall in line and follow their perspective. Don't question their objective, but I got a lot of questions. How these kids molested, but nobody's been arrested. Read it in the testament, these children are protected. So I'm fighting all these terrorists, both foreign and domestic. Refuse to be directed, lying not a sheep. Only kneel to my God, so I'm dying on my feet. Silence when we speak, but there's violence in the street. I've been rolling with the punches, I can't take it on the cheek. Nah, drink from a glass half full, I'm optimistic. People are sadistic, so vicious and malicious. Praying for assistance to overcome opposition. No, I'm gonna start resisting, and then I'll pray for forgiveness.
One day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show, it stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now. We need you now. We need you now. One day, one day, one day, I hope you see the truth. This puppet show, it stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
Wow, what a song. Whoa. It covers a lot of stuff, and I mean a lot of stuff. Sometimes I think to myself, in terms of where we are in our culture in the West, we're at a fast pace, going nowhere. Everybody's on devices, everybody needs the quick fix of entertainment, whether it's movies, going to music events, watching Netflix, doing all these things to take and occupy your time. But ultimately a lot of it involves you it's hard to explain, lusting for things that maybe aren't pure as such, and I think if you've been kind of brought up in with a little bit of faith, whether it's the Christian faith or whatever, I think you'll recognise a lot of these things are quite the opposite of what your church would teach you. The most important thing to them would be your faith. Whether or not you believe, one thing you could probably agree on is what is going on in this world. You see some of the stuff, the corruption, the stuff that you see in the media, it's all distractions, but as he says, big things, breaking news, and all they're doing is just totally wearing you down with one negative story after another, striking fear into people, mass manipulation, and the fear tactic of control, and people just have been buying into it, and we're all being controlled by it. We think we need to get the latest phones, we think we need to have the best clothes on our back, we think we need to drive a better car, we think we need to have all these great materialistic things, when sometimes the most important thing is stopping, looking at what you have, appreciating what you have and being grateful for it. And I've been at the bottom as well. I've been in a situation where I would say I was at the lowest point, and I feel it was the things that got me out of it were things that I had and not things that I wanted. I had a good family support network, people to talk to, somebody there to pick up a phone and talk to you through your problems. These things are more valuable than what's on Netflix, what's in the cinema, what music pop star is manipulating you with their crazy symbolic videos and nonsense, absolute drivel, not even real music, manufactured pop garbage music videos, corrupting children's minds with their provocative clothing on and stuff like that. We've been subjected, this is what I'm getting at, we have been subjected to things that are totally anti-Christian or anti whatever your religion, and it goes against your religious moral values that you would have had and you would teach your children or want to teach your children to have. It doesn't even need to be religious. You want to teach your children to wear clothes, not provocative ones as they're getting up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Don't put too much makeup on. Don't do this, don't do that. Keeping them safe. Where it's in the music industry and in the movies, it's the complete polar opposite. Yet we hang on, or yet the sort of mainstream media or TV channels, like hosted by these so-called celebrity presenters, have these people on like they're idols, like they're bigger than religious icon, like they're bigger, these icons are like bigger than Jesus or whoever your religion may be. I'm just talking in direct Christian faith here. Bigger than Jesus. You'll have somebody like Gaga and everybody's like, oh, she's so fantastic. Really? Is she? What does she actually have to offer the world? She's got an okay voice. She's an average actor. She's questionable, to tell you the truth, with the way she dresses. She should be ashamed of herself the way she carries on the stage, and this is put on daytime TV channels for children to watch, poisoning little brains on the way children should be. She's not a role model, but when you look at what way the simple life would have been years ago, when people had nothing, they just had food on the table, but what they had was a sense of community and family. Sure, families fought, communities, people would have fought in communities, but you had that religious values where you still, no matter what, you would have checked in on your neighbour, you'd have looked after one another. Good, hard-working, honest people, and not what we've become now. We're all in our own little worlds, looking at devices, rather than going and knocking the next door and seeing how people are. We'll actually say, we'll like a post of theirs on Facebook when they're about 10 metres to the left of you in the house, but as soon as you both open the front doors, you don't speak to each other. Your first thought is, get in the car, don't speak, this is awkward. We've become weirdos because social media, mainstream media, the music industry, they're all just there sort of brainwashing us and having us, what's the word, hypnotised with their absolute nonsensical garbage that we think that we cannot live without. But whether or not you're religious and you believe in God, you can still appreciate the message of that song. We need to stop. What is this? We're all lusting for these things, and we're all sinning in the eyes of God with our lust for things that we think that we cannot live without. But realistically, as I was saying, when I was at the bottom, no movie was helping my brain, no music was helping me. It was talking to people that mattered, people that cared for you and you cared for them. That's what helped me. So when you're at your lowest, rest assured, these things aren't going to help you. They're just a fabrication of something that you think you like, but realistically it's irrelevant. And that kind of ties in with faith as well. People have faith, and it's based on, well, I believe it should be based on love, and the core values of it should always be like that, not based on the fear side of it. Of course, religion is another thing that can be classed as something that was to control people, but fear, division, etc. But the core stuff, what they're talking about there, I think you're looking at the music industry, they're actually dressing up like Satan, they're doing all this crazy stuff, you know, where you think, what is this? Why do I want to put my children watching this music video when they're dressing up like Satan with these horns on, and the lyrics are disgraceful. The women are dressed provocatively, and the way they're bumping and grinding and stuff with the dancers is just not right for children to be watching. You think to yourself, is this really what you want your children to see, or would the message of Jesus be a better thing? And I think the way the Western world is right now, not in the most part, I would say we've become a faithless society, and I think that is potentially quite dangerous. And I have to say I agree with a lot of that song. It touched on stuff I'm not going to put a comment on, but that's not to say that I don't agree with it. But brilliant song. I don't know, it just popped up and I came across it and I thought, I like that. I'm going to do a reaction to that, and I think for a lot of people will see, look, I don't care, a lot of it can go, tinfoil hat brigade, conspiracy, regardless of that, can anybody truly sit there and say that this is good to subject your children to, this garbage on the music videos, the movie ratings that are getting lower and lower, and they're talking about stuff you don't want your children to hear. These so-called celebrities that are supposed to be role models for your children are nothing short of disgusting. They're acting in movies that are quite suggestive, quite provocative in certain ways as well, and it's not for me. I would rather my children held on to their innocence a hell of a lot longer than what we've got in this so-called better world that we're living in. I would have to question that. Is it? I dream of a time where you lived off your own land, you worked hard, you provided for your family, you never had much but you had enough, you all had food in your belly, a roof over your head, you had a family that gave a damn about each other, you called in, you checked on each other, and not this one, we're all in a rat race to go nowhere, travelling at a million miles, and I need to do this, I need to go here, I need to do that. Calm down, stop for a second, think about it and ask yourself, do I? Do I? Is that happiness? Is it really? I'll leave you to answer that one. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget the original video is in the description section below if you want to check it out. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share, and put the bell on so you don't miss any of our future uploads. Thanks very much for watching. I am the Dawn Father, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.